Hello everyone, I'm Jason. Today I want to share with you a Kontify IP generation workflow. Then this workflow is a workflow for randomly generating custom IPs for character styles. It has a good degree of restoration and style generation, and can also generate such a diverse expression, including a 3-style diagram. That and the effect of such an emoticon package. It is a workflow that provides us with a good way to restore a feature of our original characters. Before talking about this workflow, I would like to recommend a platform to you. Because now this model or workflow has higher and higher requirements for locality, especially if you want to try the latest model. Or if we want tattoos or videos. It has a relatively high requirement for this video memory, and it may require 16GB to go up. Then what I recommend is this Running Hub platform. What about this platform? It can provide us with 48 GB 4090 graphics cards. It can handle most of the workflows on our videos. Now, you will get 1000 points after registering through the introduction area. Every day you log in, you will get 100 points. And here, there is also a free and quick creation. Everyone can wait a moment. A quick creation for free. It provides the amount of generated every day. We can use it to generate this video or generate this picture. And we have the latest banana now. The nano banana model can also be experienced. Of course, I will also update one of my workflows regularly on my homepage. You can also come here to give it a try. Let's get back to the book. Let's take a look at our workflow. First of all, this workflow is made up of 3 common people. All use this. This context is mainly used to generate various IP items. What is generated is a 3-format diagram. Then a package of expressions is generated. There is also an expression generated. Everyone saw that this effect was very good. First of all, the first step we need to do is to cut the image. It is about such a character uploaded by us. Perform a cutout. I'm using this node to remove the background. It can quickly remove one of our character subjects. Then add this TTP extension and shading this node. It can generate a white background image like ours. Then we arrived at our style generation side. The main thing to pay attention to this point when generating the style. That is to say, I have put a high level of wisdom here. Then when we find that we have generated this style of character and our original character, we can appropriately reduce our level of emphasis on wisdom. But you have to figure it out. That is to say, our level of emphasis on wisdom cannot be reduced too much. That means not too large. Otherwise, it may not be possible to effectively generate the style we want. Then I use a soft style that I train myself. It is mainly able to generate this retro American illustration style for us. You can see that the generated style is very effective. And it is basically restored with our original character 1-to-1. 1-to-1 restore. Nothing big has changed. And the other thing is that this prompt word must be. If I use my Laura, be sure to write according to my prompt word. I can adapt well to this prompt word. My Laura can generate a good effect. After the style is generated, we are going to do it. The following is to generate a 3-format diagram. The generation of the 3 formulas is mainly achieved by Laura. Then of course this now. There are many similar Laura generated by multiple angles on the internet now. You can search for it on your own. Or it's okay to use my current Laura. Of course, one thing to note is that, because this 3-line diagram Laura has relatively high requirements for our prompt words. So when you found this Laura, you must see what its trigger word is. If there is no trigger word, it is also okay to use my prompt word. If so, it's better for you to before my prompt word. Add it to a trigger word. Then there is a generation of this emoticon package. Of course, the generation of this emoticon package is the same as the generation of the 3-format diagram above. It also uses this Laura to control it. This LoRa takes a control. Of course, the focus is on this prompt word. It must have our trigger word situation. Then I found a LoRa here. It just doesn't require a trigger word. But here we should pay attention. When we were writing this expression, it is best to implement it in a form of such a small word. This is convenient for our model to better understand. When you see this, the effect is quite good. Then the next part is this expression to generate this part. You can see each expression is different. Then the other one is the node of this configure advanced live portrait. Then this node is mainly fine-tuned based on our facial features. Achieve a generation effect of our expression. Then there is an advantage of this node here. It basically does not occupy your video memory and your memory. That is to say, it can generate such an expression very quickly. That for us. For example, we have a photo of ourselves. Then I want to generate an expression very quickly and easily. When there are different expressions or styles, then use this to compare us above. For example, adding some LoRa is much faster. Then the next step is a situation of this parameter. Then I will share with you some of my experiences under actual testing. Let's give you a reference. First of all, this is the parameter of the occurrence. This parameter of occurrence. It means that the smaller your value, the easier it is to close the mouth. And it will get smaller and smaller. Especially when the secondary value can bring a pout effect. Then the expression of this famous mouth here. It is to use this business. The negative value is particularly large. You can imagine this water bar. From this big thing here to this small thing. And it's almost closed. That's the effect of it on our famous mouth. One effect is that it is relatively strong. There is another parameter that frowns and raises an eyebrow. Frowning and raising eyebrows. I actually tested that the smaller the value, the lower the eyebrows on the left. It can be used to make this bitter smile. Or worry about the generation of such expressions. Everyone saw me frowning and raising eyebrows. Try until you eat again. Then its eyebrows basically float down. Then the whole thing is combined. I just saw an effect of a particularly bitter smile. Then there is another parameter that is this blink parameter. The blink parameter is the bigger you are. The bigger it's left, I will avoid darkness. Of course, it also has a certain effect on the right eye. But the influence on the left is not as strong as that. So when we want to perform a blink effect, you can use this. Or when blink's eyes are thrown away. When this effect is used, you can use this blink parameter to increase it. Then what? There is also the parameter R that occurs. Then this R parameter occurs. We can see from this point of view. That is to say, the bigger it is, then the bigger our mouths will open. Then the expression of excitement here. It's based on this. Mainly, it is adjusted based on this occurrence R. Then I'm really going to see some of the remaining parameters. Actually the impact on our expression. The change may not be very big. Then everyone can try it. Then tell me in the comment section or private message. The most important thing here is to adjust it with combination. That is to say, if you only adjust one parameter, it will make our expressions more rigid. If we match it, you can generate some different expression effects like us. If only a single value is adjusted. When we make a comparison, it's quite useful. Please pay attention to this. Good. That's all for today's work. Thank you for watching. Thanks. Thank you for watching. Thanks. Thanks. Thanks.